This is how it is going to go. We are going to have 7 days straight where we have picks that you can make with your chance to be BetTV's Betting Extraordinaire for a chance to win $25,000. If you get the first 3 questions right over the course of 3 days, you're going to win $250. If you get to day 5, you're going to win $2,500. And if you get through day 7, a week straight of correct picks, we're going to give you $25,000. No joke.
It is day 1. Who wants to be a Betting Extraordinaire? Yesterday, nobody picked a winner. On day 3, 4 contestants were left. Chance to pocket at least $250 on their journey to $25K. 2 pushed. It gives them a day 3 pass. They'll be back into a day 3, hopefully this time around. If not, the next one. They can use it whenever they want. But if they're able to work their way to day 3 anyway, then they can save it for the next round. So they can play that by ear. I believe it is Tom and Alec that have those 2. So we will follow. If neither of them are able to make it through to day 3 this time around, then they can just call in on day 3 and run it back. The Dodgers first. There was a few people that went Dodgers first 5, and no dice there. Tied at 1. Cardinals money line gets the push. So day 1, new question. It's Thursday. I was thinking about maybe doing some cross football. Baseball's already started. We have Houston Altuve just scored. Actually, they're up 2-0 now against the White Sox. I'm like, let's just go NFL. Let's just keep it 50-50. We've had a bunch of colors. Let's just fire through. Keep it simple. I don't have to explain like push win tickets and like little things here and there. It's Rams, Seahawks, -2.5, +2.5. And then the total, we're going to go 53.5, so no pushes. Now, there are some 54s in the market. There's also some 2s in the market on the side. You guys can make a decision if you want accordingly, but we're just going to line everyone up. You guys pick a game, pick a winner tonight. And guess what, Quan? That's what I was going to say. Rock, paper, scissors time. Except I didn't have the actual notebook. We have a notebook now. So we are good. For those that aren't aware, you have to beat me in rock, paper, scissors, or push to get through and be an official contestant this round. So I write it down. I have no reason to lie. I can show the camera if you really want to test me. But I'm going to start here. Who's up first, by the way, Quan? Okay, let's put them through. We'll get rolling. I know you have a bunch of calls coming in. 3-0, by the way. Hunter, what's up, man? You're on the show.
What's up, man?
Hey, so I just wrote down my answer for rock, paper, scissors. You give us yours, and I'll let you know if you're through.
Let me go rock.
I went with paper. Starting off with an L. I'm sorry, Hunter. It is paper first.
All right, brother.
All right. Better luck next time. We'll talk to you soon. Who's up next, Quan? All right. Ty is going to... All right, I'm locked in. Go for it, Ty. Tell us what you like.
Rock.
Okay, I went with rock, so it's a push. You're through. Everyone has a 60. Did they just hit a homer? Oh, no, off the wall. Man, Houston's just crushing now. I think that first 5 under from someone earlier, Quan, on the show for Last Word Cheat is going to L. Ty, you just got to pick side or total tonight. What do you like?
I'm going to go with the side. I'm going to take the Rams, please.
Okay, Rams minus the 2.5. Any reasoning there?
I just think they bounced back after last week. Seahawks have been a little bit better the last couple of years on the road, and I think sometimes Pete Carroll gets really caught up in establishing the run game. So it's not Jared Goff, your quarterback, anymore for the Rams, so I'm going to take them tonight.
Okay, we will lock you in. Good luck, Ty. We'll talk to you next time. Who's up next, Quan? All right, Paul, my answer is written down. What are you going to roll with, rock, paper, or scissors?
We'll go with scissors.
It is scissors. That's a win for you. Push is a win. What are you going with tonight in the Thursday night football game?
We'll take the Seahawks and the points.
Okay, so opposite the last caller, taking the 2.5. Give us 30 seconds on why.
Well, I just think that Russell Wilson, primetime, usually is in underdog role is usually a good bet. So I'm banking on that with a home field as well. So I think DK Metcalf's going to also have a big game tonight. So, yeah, like the Seahawks.
All right. We will lock you in. Good luck, and hopefully we'll talk to you tomorrow.
Thanks.
Who's up next, Quan? Who do we got? What's up, Joey? How are you doing today?
I'm all right. What's going on?
Rock, paper, or scissors? I just wrote down my answer whenever you're ready.
Go with paper.
That's another push. No one's beat me yet, though, but 3 pushes. So you're through. You go in total or side for the Thursday night NFL
What's the total
game?
you got on there?
53.5.
I took the Rams when it opened at plus 100 on the money line, so I'm just gonna go with Rams minus 2.5. I don't want to have conflicting interest when I'm watching that game.
Fair enough. We will let you lay the 2.5 plus 100. Very good price. At least it looks to be the case now. We'll talk to you later on tomorrow, Joey. Thanks.
All right, thanks.
Who we got? Awesome. John from Cleveland. Welcome to Who Wants to Be a Betting Extraordinaire. I'm writing down rock, paper, or scissors now. You got to just beat me or push, and you're through for the day one question. Are you ready?
Yeah, man.
All right, cool. I'm ready whenever you are. You can go ahead and give us. I went with scissors. That's the first W for someone that's calling, so you're through. You get the W there. And, you just got to pick the Thursday night NFL game tonight. You can go with the Rams minus 2.5, Seahawks plus 2.5, or over under 53.5.
We'll go over 53.5. Go against the move.
All right. Any reasoning there?
I think the Seahawks defense is, undervalued as being really bad. I think we're going to find out how bad they are in this game. And that's pretty much it.
Okay. Over the 53.5. There are some 54s there, so maybe a slight edge there anyway. But yeah, hopefully we're talking to you tomorrow, man. Good luck.
Awesome. Thanks, Preston.
Cool. Take care.
See ya.
Who's up next, Quan? Okay. Sarab, I already wrote down my answer. Whenever you're ready, go ahead and throw it at us.
Rock.
I went with paper. I feel like Sarab hasn't won in a while. I feel bad. I went with paper, man. It's an L. Sorry.
That's all good. Thanks, man.
All right. Good luck next time. I feel like that's 3 in a row. He's like him and Patrick just can't get through the rock, paper, scissors. Okay.
Ty had an issue for like a week or so.
Yeah.
Yeah. We got Alec from Ohio.
Okay. What's up, Alec? How are you doing?
Good. How are you?
I am good. I just wrote down my answer. Whenever you're ready, throw it at us. Rock, paper, or scissors?
Let's go scissors.
I went with rock. Back-to-back L's. I'm sorry, Alec. Well, next time. I'm sure it'll only be a couple of... Next week, you'll be back in, I imagine.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Yeah. Or he can use his day 3 ticket. Forgot about that. All right. Who's up next? All right, Tom. Welcome to the show. I'm writing down my answer now. There's a really long answer. It could be scissors. What are you going to roll with?
Let's go with rock.
It actually was scissors. So that's a W. Tom is through. What are you going to roll with tonight? Thursday night NFL game, side or total?
Let's go with the over.
Ooh, okay, another over. You have any thoughts there, Tom? Why are you going over?
I hate betting unders. I hate the full
I
60
respect
minutes
it.
when you can win in the third quarter.
Okay, fair enough. We will lock you in.
Pull to the buddy end. Sometimes you got to pull with no time on the clock. You just scored on like the Ducks last week.
Sure. Real quick, Tom, last hour, you wanted Bama first half for your leaderboard for the month of October. Do you prefer minus 11 or minus 10.5, minus 120?
Whichever one you put me down, ain't no need to rewrite it.
Okay, minus 11, then at minus 110. All right, you're good to go. Just wanted to double check while I had you live.
All right, brother.
Cool, man. Take it easy. Who's up
All right,
next?
peace. Go Dodgers.
That's right. Go Dodgers, baby. Hey, Nick, welcome back to the show. I just wrote down my answer. Whenever you're ready, go for it.
I'm not seeing a pattern here, and you've done each of them 3 times. So let's just go with paper.
I did scissors. I feel like Nick hasn't won in a while either.
He won this. Was
No,
it this week?
No, I made it to day 3. I actually have never lost rock, paper, scissors. That was my first tell on that.
Oh, it was. Okay, I'm mixing you up with
bet,
something else.
yeah.
Yeah, all good. All right, but yeah, I did scissors. We'll mark an L. We'll see you next time, Nick.
All good. No worries.
See
All
ya.
right, have a good one.
He's right, though. I intentionally didn't want to do a pattern this time, so I've just been kind of
He was trying to figure it out. He's like paying close.
He's plugging it into the model and trying to see. All right, who's up next?
Carlos wants to play rock, paper, scissors.
Of course, because that's what it's called. Who else would call it anything differently? Carlos, I just wrote down my answer. Whenever you're ready, man, go for it.
Can I give a public service announcement real quick?
I think so. Go.
If you use your Lifeline, people, if you choose Lifeline, use your Lifeline. That's all I have to say. And my pick is rock.
I went with rock. So you are a W. We pushed. What are you going to roll with for tonight's game?
Give me the Rams -2.5. Or is it 1.5? I don't even know what it is. I like the Rams.
It's 7.5.
No,
Doesn't he always win when he does
that? I know it.
I love how Carlos never actually knows the line, and usually he's like, yeah, okay. By the way, your Mavs, I think, covered last night, right?
It was Detroit.
It was you were fading the Jazz. Wasn't it Dallas?
Yeah, but no, it was no, I'm sorry, it was the Mavs. Yes, -5.5.
Yeah, that's why I was confused when you called last hour and you said something about Detroit
Yeah.
finally won, and I was like, Detroit doesn't win at anything. There's no way. It was Dallas, but you did get a W despite taking the worst number after the move. We'll lock you in for Rams tonight, -2.5.
Thank you, guys.
See ya. Who's up next, Quan? All right, Jim. I'm writing down an answer right now. Whenever you're ready, you can go ahead and give me yours.
Scissors.
W. I went with paper. So you got the win. What are you looking at for tonight's game?
That's 3 straight scissors for me. So if you'll ever remember, I'm
Now
sticking
he's trying
with
to
it.
get in my own head. I remember Patrick said he always throws rock. That's the only one I know so far that I need to try to look. Maybe I'll let him win because of last night's run line catastrophe if he calls. But Jim, good to know you're a scissors guy. I'll note that for next time. What are you going to bet tonight?
I'm going to take the Rams, although what scares me is I don't think any of these +2s have come into play yet this year. And the Rams and Seattle played a Thursday night game like 2 years ago where
Landed
Seattle was
2?
-1.5 and won by 1. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So, just want to throw that out there. But, yeah, I'll take the Rams.
The 2s are due. I think that's what he's saying. Shout out, Carlos. We'll lock you in, man. Good luck tonight.
All right, thanks.
Who we got next, Quan?
On air for this one.
Oh, no.
Santa Claus is calling in.
Literally, it's Santa.
What's up, baby? It's Santa Claus here.
Santa could
Does Santa know how to play rock, paper, scissors?
I would assume so.
I hope I stomp Santa's ass so hard. All right, I already wrote down my answer. Santa, what are you going with, rock, paper, or scissors?
It's Santa, so you go with rock. Santa don't take no bullshit.
He said rock, right?
I don't know.
Okay, he said rock. It's a push, which means you're through, Santa. I'm writing Santa down here,
Hell yeah.
too. All right, what's your NFL pick for tonight?
Well,
You got to go
Santa-
side or total?
Santa's gonna own your ass at this game. Thursday night football, you gotta go with under. You getting stuck ass.
No one has picked under yet,
Yes,
Santa.
Under 53.5, baby, for all the money.
All right. We will lock you in. Santa Claus, everybody likes the under. The first time I'm aware of in the history of this world that Santa has placed a bet, and it's under in tonight's Thursday game. Good luck, and hopefully we're talking to you tomorrow, I guess. I'm just like envisioning, like, it just was mall music in December, just the whole time.
That's the scariest shit ever. Like his voice with the mall music.
With the
in
mall mu-
October. Somebody's gonna get murdered.
That just hearing that clip should give someone an idea for a movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Killer Christmas. Coming to
Is that the name?
Yeah. Yep. Killer Christmas.
Pika's Killer Christmas. All right, who's up next?
He sees you when you're sleeping. He fades you when you're awake. You got Evan.
Evan, what's going on, man? I just wrote down my answer for rock, paper, or scissors. Whenever you're ready, go ahead and give us your pick.
I'm going to go with scissors.
You got me. I was paper. That's a W. And whenever you're ready as well, NFL pick, spread or total tonight's game?
I will go with the LA homer pick and take the Rams.
Are you from LA?
I am from LA.
Okay. Do you live in LA still?
That is correct.
Nice. All right. Just like to know the people that are more local than others. Welcome back as well. And we will lock you in. Homer pick -2.5. Although it's hard for me. How old are you? Do you mind if I ask how old you are?
Yeah, I'm about to turn 30.
Okay. So I'm not sure. You're probably in a similar boat as me where when I grew up and I started following the NFL, the Raiders and Rams were already long gone. They had been in LA, but they were both long gone. Then when I moved, the teams like the Rams and then now the Chargers came back to LA. So I have no attachment to the LA Rams. It feels like very bandwagony of me to try to root for the Rams and pretend I'm a homer. So I just let everyone else do it. But I'm not sure if
I'm a 49ers fan. I'm in the same boat as you. I don't support the Rams.
Okay. All right. My dad was a 49ers fan, and that's actually the team I rooted for as a kid. So, all right. We're twins. I just wanted to check in. Anyway, appreciate the call, man. Good luck
Jerry
tonight.
Rice, Joe Montana, Steve Young. You can't go wrong with that combo.
You can't. Some of the best of all time.
All right, Preston. Have a
Take
good
it
day.
easy. See ya.
Good luck to anyone else. Bye-bye.
Who we got? Andrew, what's going on, man? Sorry, I was reading something. I'm going to write down my answer here.
You're all good.
Whenever you're ready, go for it. I got it down.
Scissors.
That is a push for you. That is a W. I went with scissors. And, yeah, you're good to go. NFL game tonight. What are you looking at?
Let's take the Rams 2.5.
Man, there's a lot of people that like the Rams tonight. I'm genuinely surprised that they're laying on the road in Seattle this many points. I mean, the move's the move, though. Got to respect it. But I had this game closer to where I'd opened to pick. So I would definitely bet Seattle at +3 if it were to somehow get there. I don't think it will. But anyways, what's your 30 seconds on why you like the Rams?
Seattle's just a little banged up. The run defense isn't great. Sean McVay can do a pretty good job at drawing up a zone run scheme. So I think there's a lot of different ways where the Rams can get down the field pretty easily. Whereas Seattle, they're going to be taken out of what they're comfortable with. Chris Carson's banged up. Just a little bit more concern on that side of the football.
Fair enough. There are injuries. I feel like there's always injuries. But Seattle is banged up.
For sure.
Probably part of the move. We'll lock you in, though, for Rams. Good luck tonight. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
Thanks.
Who's up next, Quan?
We had an old caller. Not old age-wise, but Bill from Tucson. He called when we first originally started.
Okay.
He's back.
Welcome back, Bill. Round of applause for Bill. Welcome to the show. We're doing it a little bit differently now. You got to play rock, paper, scissors. If you beat me or we push, you're through to the day one question. So whenever you're ready, I wrote down my answer. Tell us yours.
I'm going to go with paper.
It is not paper, but I did rock, which means you win because you beat me outright. So that's a W for you.
Oh, that was...
I was faking him out, making him sweat.
him.
He hasn't called in a while. Got to make him sweat.
Paper really put me on the line there.
Do you have a preference in the game tonight? Rams, Seahawks, or the total?
I think I'm going to stick with my gut and go with the Rams, even though everyone's been going with it, just because I just feel like, it sounds like I'm wrong, but I feel like there's an overreaction to last week, them getting beat by the Cardinals, and Seattle coming out and finally looking good. So I'm just going to take who I think is the better team with under a field goal.
Sounds good. We will lock you in for that 2.5. And, yeah, good luck tonight. Hopefully we'll talk to you tomorrow.
All right. Thank you, Preston.
See ya. How many more do we have on the call? Just one? Cool. That's good timing. Who's up?
Jamie from Atlanta.
Jamie? All right. What's up, Jamie? Rock, paper, or scissors? Whenever you're ready. I got mine down.
Rock.
I did scissors, so that is a W. Jamie is
That'll
through.
work.
All right, NFL game. What are you looking at?
What's the number you're giving on the total?
53.5. There are some
go
54s in the market, but yeah.
Yeah, I saw someone just hit penny for 54. I don't bet NFL at all, so I'll follow the Pinnacle move.
Hold on, let me see. Like 18 minutes ago,
Something like that.
they
53
played.
and a half up to 54.
Yeah, they played it over. So yeah, and you're getting the 53.5.
Yeah.
All right, fair enough. There's a few others that like the 53.5 as well. So we will see. We'll lock you in for that, man. Good luck.
All right, thank you.
Yep, take care. Astros get out of a mini jam. Still up 3-0 on the White Sox. Your turn. Your turn.
Churn, baby, churn. Listen, man, you guys already know what it is.
Matthew Stafford, jersey.
Bounce back game. He's bad against Seattle.
Do you think people made money betting the bounce back game? Do you think in the year 2021, the market doesn't know about a bounce back angle?
No.
You think you just had this novel idea of like, wow, they just lost, they're going to bounce back?
It's not nothing. No idea is original. I'm just building my narrative here. This is
That's
all
exactly what you're
drama.
doing.
That's it. It's a bounce back game. He hasn't played good against Seattle. I think I looked it up. He's 1-4 all time. One game his rookie year, he threw 5 interceptions against the Seahawks. And I think the playoff game, he was really bad. But the Legion of Boom is no more. Seattle's defense, past defenses, I think, ranked really bad. 30th is what I believe.
In what? Pass defense, but what pass?
Is it overall or yards? It's overall or yards won. I'm not sure.
But what does overall mean to you?
I guess touchdowns, yards, overall. You know?
They're 30th overall in defense. But what?
Listen, if you're ranking past defenses, hey, you're 30 out of 32. That's bad. It's the numbers game.
They're 26th in success rate.
Success rate? Okay.
Which is generally better than if it says overall. Who knows what overall even means?
Who knows?
Even yards is pretty
All words
noisy.
are made up, Preston.
Points is pretty noisy.
Yeah.
It
All
can be
words
depending on how many plays you're going up against. If you're giving up more points, doesn't necessarily mean your team's is bad defensively. You got to dig in a little more than their 30th overall.
Listen.
They're not good. I still agree.
That's why I'm having all
context
these issues
matters.
betting right now is because
Yeah, bounce back angle, and they're 30th in defense. Oh, what stat? Overall.
That's what matters. Listen, man, they come here for you. I'm just here to provide the drama, the narrative, and make sure that you look good on camera. And I do a good job of it. As far as the pick goes, Rams -2.5. Sorry if I jinx you guys, but Seahawks defense kind of trash. That's all I really got. What more do you need?
Do you like the over then? Bounce back in Seattle trash defense would mean over.
I don't.
No.
Man, because it's hard. Like these overs and these totals are killing me because I took the Raiders Chargers over and Derek Carr didn't show up. Missed that. So I don't know if I like the over. I don't think it's going to be a high scoring affair. I don't think like Stafford's been coming out slow the last few games. I think the Bucs game he was 1 for 5 and then he missed a lot last week. And everybody's saying it was his fault. Look, AJ Green caught a 50-yard bomb on like one of the first 2 drives. I think we should talk about that a little bit more. He missed a lot of throws though, and typically if my memory serves me correctly, you know, when he has a bad game, he you know, gets back, watches the film. He's going to be like dramatic with his process and his steps and his throws and everything. I think he plays relatively good. So,
Couple of things. You're saying there's going to be a bounce back game from Matthew Stafford, but you also said he starts slow.
Yeah.
So how can you bounce back if you're starting slow? That's my first question. Second is, did you happen to peak his MVP price recently after the loss this week?
You can bounce back if you start slow. You just have a start. It's literally what happens. You start 1 for 5, and then you cook Tom Brady's ass. which is what happened in the Bucs game. He had a bad game against Arizona, like completely. He just missing shit high, missing shit low. I think a couple of those throws, like Cooper Kupp missed one where he stumbled out of a break.
He was 26 for 41, 2 TDs, 1 INT, 280 yards. He wasn't that bad.
Yeah, those are like garbage. I think those are like the stat pad for stats that everybody claims he has.
They scored once in the fourth, but they were shut out in the third.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right. We know where Kwan's at. I was just curious. By the way, 14-1 now you can get for him to win MVP, close to what it was when you bet it before the season.
Yeah.
Just wanted to not throw it out there, but rub it in that your fast start is already almost back to where it was. Do you know where Kyler Murray's at?
It's probably, I'm going to guess like 8-1, 6-1.
I'm checking.
Listen,
as low as 450, as high as 500. It's like right in that pocket. So
yeah,
pretty big favorite.
You think it's the success?
My only point of bringing it up is just reacting to one game. Those would be flipped if the Rams had beat the Cardinals. Yeah. Then Stafford's 4.5-1, and Murray's back to 14-1 or something. But the Cardinals won. So
you think they can Man, I'm not gonna be able to say
sustain.
So, do you think they can sustain that same success throughout the entire season?
Look, Murray's been. I think he did something similar last year, right? He started off really hot. I think their team as a whole is probably better than last year's team, but then he hurt his shoulder, and like down the stretch last year, he wasn't nearly as good. And so, one injury can do it to anyone. You know what was interesting? I know we were going to talk. This is betting extraordinaire. We're just kind of rambling a little bit now, but we'll probably talk about it tomorrow some. But Spreadopedia, we've had him in studio before, and then Whale Capper responded, who also has been in studio. Maybe I'll just look up the tweet that I was reading. But Spreadopedia beat Lamar Jackson MVP at 25-1 earlier today or yesterday. And he says, I bet him to win MVP this week at 25-1. I think it's a pretty good price for a QB. He'll probably rush for 1,200 yards. He ranks third in total points per pass and fourth in total points per rush. And then Whale Capper mentioned, I think underneath, he said, Baltimore also doesn't travel for the next month. And they probably are going to be favorites in the next 7 games. And they could be like 10-1. And he's just going to be in the mix, even if he doesn't have a great statistical season, which he's probably going to because he runs so frequently. So you can get 28-1. Someone referenced at MGM, but 25-1 is pretty widely available. Lamar Jackson bet. That was interesting.
Who are some, who else is having a season outside of Kyler, Lamar? And I wouldn't even Stafford, he fell off. So who would
you just want to know the list of the favorites?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you remember one of the guys that's pretty good at football? Some say he's the best of all time at it. He's probably up there.
Brady?
Yeah. There's also the other guy that's probably the best by the time he retires at it.
Man, the Chiefs aren't. I don't know. I see Brady. He had an off game against the Patriots.
He's the favorite.
Yeah.
5-1. Kyler Murray 5-1. So they're right there. Okay. Then you still have Dak Prescott's had a hell of a season so
Herbert
far.
Probably
Josh Allen is up 150-0 the last 3 weeks. Josh Allen's up there. There's still Aaron Rodgers.
Herbert's
and then yes, I was referencing Tom Brady. Herbert 12-1.
Well,
that's where Stafford's at this particular book I just pulled up. They're similar. Then you have guys like where was your guy? Yeah, Taysom Hill 5,000-1. Talk about value.
Is there any skill position guys that?
When was the last time that won MVP? AP when he went over 1 million yards rushing, and then even before that, it was a while. It's just an era of QBs. I don't think no one runs frequently enough, and not only that, but when they do run, outside of Derrick Henry, really, a lot of teams are just splitting carries with even Zeke is a lot of Tony Pollard this season.
Yeah.
And so it's just you're never going to have the amount of rush attempts to even get to that 2,000 plus yard number even if you were good enough, and even if you do, like Derrick Henry did, you're probably not going to win MVP anyway.
Yeah.
You'd have to be like, it'd have to be like the perfect season or something where your team just never loses. And so you have to give it to someone on that team, and they'd give it to Henry over Tannehill.
Yeah.
Something like that, maybe. It's just so unlikely, though. And a receiver, look, the receiver's somewhat only as good as his QB. So that's a good question. Someone mentioned Jerry Rice earlier.
Jerry Rice, yeah. The 1,800-yard season.
I don't know. Why do wide receivers keep getting shut out in the balloting for the MVP award? That was written earlier this year. 13 awardees. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything about it as far as directly, but I'm going to go through the actual like Wikipedia. You have the last running back AP. Before that, it was LT, LaDainian Tomlinson, and Sean Alexander. That was 06, 05. Yeah. Before that, Marshall Faulk in 2000, Terrell Davis. You have Barry Sanders, Emmitt Smith. No receiver yet. 1982. Do you know who? I'll give you.
I want to say Largent. No.
I was going to give you a lot of money if you could get this, but you already lost. Mark Mosley, place kicker.
Yeah.
For Washington.
Yeah. I did a video on that once.
You did?
Yeah.
Wow, I was about to give you $1,000 if you could get that. If you would have thought about it, maybe you would have figured it out. No receiver since Jim Brown, 1957 is the first one listed. Interesting.
Jim Brown?
Alan Page, 1971 defensive tackle. There's one of those, but yeah, no receiver. Linebacker Lawrence Taylor did it. I remember that. That was
86.
Right before I was born. Yeah, a couple days, years. Pretend like I'm younger than I am. But that was before my birth. Anyways, we should wrap this up.
Probably.
But good luck with your Stafford bet. They do need to win tonight. Otherwise, you're playing from behind.
Long shot.
Yep. Cool. This was day 1. We will be back tomorrow with Last Word Cheetah at 1 o'clock Pacific, and then another, hopefully, day 2 of Betting Extraordinaire at 2 o'clock. Thanks to everyone that played, called in. Good luck tonight, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.